Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tammy. I own Walnut Creek Bath Boutique. Today I'm going to be making two different scrubs. I'm just going to bring them to you in one video. And I'm just so excited about these scrubs. So I just got done making today my orange cream and my cranberry fizz cream. And I want to make sugar scrubs to go with both of them. It'll probably take me a few nights here because it's getting pretty late here on a Sunday night for me to get all of this done, but I wanted to get them started. And the first one I'm going to do is my orange cream. So what I ended up doing is I tweaked my formula just a little bit, just a little bit, because I have exactly 88 grams of that orange butter left. So I want to use all that up because I thought I would need 68 grams, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with 20 grams, right? So I took out the shea butter completely, and I decreased my mango butter from 68 to 48. So that took so now I need my 88 grams that I have left for this scrub. Another thing I want to do, I'm not sure about this, guys. And it's one of those purchases. Don't know why I made it. I have no idea what to do with these orange peel granules. What the heck am I supposed to do with this? I have no idea why I bought this. I don't even think it has a smell really. No, not much of a smell. So I think they're too scrubby for this application. And I think they would almost be too scrubby even in a soap. So I think I'm going to grind them down just a bit and add a little bit of the orange granules to the orange scrub. That's the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything weighed off, and we're just going to make some orange butter scrub. So first things first, we're going to get everything weighed off. After I get myself ready, I got my hairnet back on. It's been on and off all day. Gloves, hairnet. Okay, so I have my orange peel butter in my pot here. You know, I think I'm taping and then I look up and it's black. I don't know what I do wrong on this camera. Good night. You would think I'd learn by now. But anyway, I have my orange peel butter and my mango butter in here. And now I'm going to get my liquid oils in here as well. So I need safflower oil, rice bran oil. I have my stearic acid in here. And then my glycerol stearate, PEG 100 stearate. My isopropyl myricate. This is for a wonderful end feel to the product. It's an emollient. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead off camera and get these heated through, and then I will transfer over to my stand mixer mixing bowl and put it in the refrigerator. So I don't imagine you need to see me do that. So, and then bring you back when it's time to actually whip it. Okay, I lied. I'm going to bring you back while I attempt to grind down some of these really scrubby, harsh looking orange peel granules. I have really no idea what to expect. So I have this coffee grinder that's usually reserved for SCI noodles. Some of them broke down a little bit better than others. I don't know if you can see. I think that might still be a little big, so I'm going to grind that down again. I think this does better on SCI noodles. All right. That's a little bit better. Got some powder, a few little chunks. I'm not sure. I'm doubling my recipe. So, I mean, that doesn't seem like near enough, does it? I think I will maybe double that. Maybe do that one more time. These things are tenacious. That took quite quite a bit of grinding. Okay. I'm going to call that good. You guys know anything I can do with these? Holler at me, will ya? I don't. Look how much I have. I don't know what to do with this. Okay. While I'm waiting for my orange solution to solidify in the refrigerator, I went ahead and cleaned my container here, my pot, and I have my next batch ready to go. My cranberry seed butter, again, I don't really want any of this left over. Just like my orange peel butter, I didn't want any of that left over, so I formulated around what I had left. And what I ended up doing was just dropping both the shea and the mango from my original recipe. I'm going to get this melted. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get to this tonight because cleaning the KitchenAid mixer and the whisk and everything is such a pain in my butt. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I kind of want to go ahead and get it melted, but I've never left it overnight after melting it. So I don't know how that would do. And I don't know that I want to put it in the refrigerator overnight. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. All right, guys, I'll bring you back. It seems like this has been in the fridge forever. And it really probably has been in there, what, like almost an hour? It's still pretty soft, but I remember, you know, this formulation, it does stay fairly soft. But what I want to do right now is get my cool down ingredients in here, and my two little pots here are almost completely full, or this one is. But I have my, look at that. That is that buckthorn, 1% buckthorn. All right, here we go. It looks like a lot of fluid for as loose as this is. Look how pretty that is. I'll admit to you guys, I'm a little nervous that it's still so liquidy. I didn't think changing the butters would make that big of a difference. And yes, it is a looser consistency than I'm normally used to with my scrubs, but this is really loose. Let's be real, this is really loose. I'm going to take this back up and put it in the refrigerator. It's not been too awfully long in the fridge, but gosh, it's getting so late. I'm going to give it a go. It's actually not horrible. It's still pretty loose. Man, it's really late. I'm trying not to rush it. It's pretty loose still. One more go. Here, let's see. My orange granules. I'm going to get my sugar in there, guys. You know, once the sugar got in there, it's not actually that bad. Let me get to the bottom here a little bit. It almost looks like poppy seeds, those orange peel powder, or granules. Oops. I can tell it may deflate a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and get them packaged. That's what happens when it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. You get tired and you just rush things through. All right. I've got some dishes to do. And I think, again, I'm going to put that cranberry in the fridge and then just let it come to room temperature tomorrow evening when I get home, and then I'll whip that up and go from there. I'm going to just let them sit on my counter here, and we'll see what they look like tomorrow. All right, cranberry scrub. It's been a day, 2 days. I'm not exactly sure. 2 days, I think. And all I did was put this in the refrigerator and let it get hard, and just I stirred it overnight or throughout the evening or whatever until I went to bed. And then the next morning, I brought it back down here and went to work. And I just left it on my counter, kind of covered it and left it on my counter. And that was yesterday morning, actually. So it has been 2 days. It's been on my counter for 2 days. And I think that worked really nicely. And the reason I say that is because it firmed up to where I needed it to be solid, but it was soft enough that it's blending up really, really lovely. So I think that may be my next go-to from now on. If I remember, I think I'm going to let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, stirring it so that it doesn't like separate or anything, and then just take it out for a day or two, and then I'm ready. I gotta get my cool down ingredients measured out and added to this. So all of these ingredients here get 11 grams. So that's gonna be my Liquid Dermal Plus. Hopefully you're in focus. So this is my Liquid Dermal Plus. I think I showed you this earlier. So I need 11 grams. Polysorbate 80, that's 11 grams. This is just, so these oils don't make too much of a slick on your tub. And then lastly, 11 grams of vitamin E. And this just helps, shelf stable and keeping it fresh longer. And this is my Cranberry Fizz fragrance roll. Hang on. So I got to thinking that I used that sea buckthorn extract in my previous batch, and I kind of want to put an extract in this too. So I am going to use Botanical Extract Blend 2 from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Just because I have quite a bit of it, and I just want to add a little something special to this as well. And now Cranberry Fizz. This smells so darn good. I really like it. And I tell you what, these little 2-ounce bottles was almost perfect in the 2 things I made with the scrub and my cream. So that's kind of nice. I hate having like a half an ounce of oil sitting around. Every once in a while, I'll combine all my little 1 or fewer ounces of oils and try to come up with a soap. Sometimes it really works out good. Oh, I forgot my color too. So I bottled up my orange. So there's how dark that orange was. The same percentage, I believe, of the sea buckthorn as the cream. And look at the difference. I really wanted them to match a lot closer, and I thought using the same percentage would get me there, but apparently not. That didn't happen. So I have my cranberry cream here, and I'm just going to see if I can match that a little bit closer than I did with the orange. I'm okay if it's a little darker because I wanted that to be a little darker, but I want it to be fairly close. I want them to look like they go together. I think that's going to be plenty, and that is a beautiful cranberry. Ah! I feel like like I'm the messiest person on YouTube. You can be honest. Am I the messiest soap maker or Bath and Body or whatever you call me? Am I the messiest one on YouTube? I think that's probably a thing. All right, and my cranberry seeds. I'm just leaving them hold. They're a little scrubby, but I don't think it's going to be too much to make a problem. Okay, let's get these packaged up. Oh, I kind of hate this spatula, but it was stiff, and I needed a stiffer point. They're all jarred up. I'm just cleaning off the edges a little bit, and I'm going to get the lids on. I've already sprayed the lids down, so they are cleaned. I did that this morning, I think. Dropping things on the floor because I drop things. All right. So I'm going to go grab my labels. I have them pretty much designed. So I'm going to go get those printed out so you can see what they look like, all labeled and pretty. Okay, so I have Orange Squeeze. I thought that was kind of cute. There's my labels with little orange slices in the background. I love creating labels. I keep thinking I'm going to do a video on how I create my labels in Canva and then print them out in the Maestro online label thing. And I might do that. I've had one person say they would like to see that. So if that's something you're really interested in, let me know. I'm having trouble with my microphone, for my lapel microphone for when I do my, like my Soap Maker 3 tutorials on my computer. It's not, it broke on me or it doesn't work very well and it's very staticky all of a sudden. So I don't have a good microphone just yet, but I need to get one if I'm going to continue to do the Soap Maker 3 tutorials and to do things like showing you guys how I create my labels, because I'm really proud of my labels. That has come a long way, guys. I tried, and my husband kind of tried to talk me into it, and I did it to where my labels were real plain, just like the browns or blacks with no color, very kind of natural, I guess, you know, and that just wasn't me. I really missed having color in my labels, and I had to, so that was one thing. I had that for a while, and then I took it away because I have to have color. I'm not happy without it. And so I went back, and I think they're really pretty. And I enjoy creating the labels, especially now that I don't do it in Silhouette. The Silhouette system was the bane of my existence for many, many years. So don't miss that at all. And there's my Cranberry Fizz. I'm just calling it Cranberry Fizz like the fragrance oil. The one thing I do miss about Silhouette, and the one thing that kept me using my Silhouette software and cutter for so long, is I could make my circles. There was no limit to the size of circles or label I could make. I was not limited by any stretch. And like, I think this is a 2-inch label on my cream, and I think it's a little small for the jar. So I could make this circle any size I wanted to, and I could fit it to where it looked closer to this, where there was just a black, a smaller ring around it, if that makes sense at all. That's the only thing that kept me with Silhouette and fighting that, and it was a fight the whole time. It's the only thing that kept me there, but I'm happy with what I'm doing now, and I really like my labels, so. It was kind of a pain to switch all my labels from all those years and redesign them all. Anyway, hang on, I'm going to bring you up so I can talk to you. All right, guys, they're done. I am so pleased with how these turned out. I think this is going to be such a fun thing to have on my website and a nice thing to have on my table at my fairs and my craft shows this summer, or winter I should say. So Cranberry Fizz and Orange Squeeze. I think they're super cute. The cranberry seeds they're there. I guess they're there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick them up. They're not as popping as I probably would have liked. It's surprising to me that the colors in the sugar scrub were a deeper color. Even this was deeper than I expected it to be with adding all that white sugar, and the base was white. That was surprising. And I will say, I wanted to point out that I got the orange butter from Make Your Own, I think, and it smelled amazing. It smelled like oranges. It was to the point where I almost didn't even add fragrance oil to the scrub because it smelled so good. The cranberry butter, I think, was from Brambleberry, right? It didn't have any scent. There was really no scent to that whatsoever. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. There was a difference in the butters, and I don't know if it's only because this was orange, and orange is such a vibrant scent that it's going to come through in a butter as opposed to cranberry. I don't know what a cranberry smells like, to be honest. You know, I've never really taken the time to try to smell a cranberry. So I don't know if it's that, or if it's just the different formulations that they've created these butters with these fruits or whatever. I'm not sure, but yeah, there was no scent in the cranberry butter. But it was a really pretty color, which also didn't come through in the when it was whipped or melted. It was just white with all my other ingredients. So just something to note. But I don't mind adding a little mica to make a pretty cranberry scrub. And I am so thankful you watched the video. Hopefully it wasn't too long by trying to combine these two. And I am going to get out of here and let you get out of here. And if you haven't subscribed, would you do that for me? It's so nice of you guys. And give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you hated it, give me a thumbs down. That's okay. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Yes. So excited. Oh! I missed one. Well, now, that sheet's done. Now we're done.